We're here with Nick, and it's time for another epic battle. Oh my God, it just moved.
It's raw. Let's cook.
Now, we've done many battles against each other, and neither of us has ever won, but today, that changes. In front of me, we have two sets of very different food items. One is an assembly of the most gourmet ingredients money can buy. From caviar to live lobster, we even have a whole cheese wheel.
That is a massive lobster.
Remember that time at Red Lobster?
That's true.
It was a little bigger. The second is anything but gourmet, a full selection of gas station snacks and food. We have the usual suspects from pickled sausage to Twinkies and soda, to some of the most wacky items we could find, like Pepto-Bismol.
5 Hour Energy. Don't mind if I do.
Wow. That was an ambitious move there.
You think so?
I might actually get on this. Oh, I actually could use this right now.
Is he joking with me? Or?
I'm not. It's been a rough morning.
Oh.
Now it's time to find out which one of us gets the gas station versus the gourmet, and there's only one way for two grown men to settle this. After all, this is for ultimate YouTube food bragging rights. Oh, shit. I think I won.
Let's go, baby!
All right, well, I mean, obviously I'm going for the gourmet.
Really?
Spam versus caviar and lobster.
That would be just fine.
Okay, Nick, 3 rules. The first, we both have to make an appetizer and an entree. 2, we have a 1-hour time limit. 3, we'll be judged on taste, appearance, and creativity. And with that, let the battle begin.
Whoa.
Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
One more thing. Max, since you have the gourmet ingredients, you have to use the worst cooking equipment possible.
What do you mean by that?
You have a steamer, a clothing iron, plastic utensils, and a toaster.
Thanks, Sophia.
That's terrible. That is unbelievable.
Meanwhile, Nick, you have this 5-star kitchen at your disposal. All right, guys, let the battle begin.
Okay, I don't know what to do right now.
I know exactly what to do. I got Twinkies,
Okay, so we have some Wagyu A5.
honey buns, snowballs.
I mean, that is the biggest shrimp I've seen in my entire life. Okay, so for my appetizer, I'm thinking of doing like almost like a bacon wrapped shrimp, but using Wagyu.
Entree, I'm gonna use the cup noodles, the shrimp ramen. For my appetizer, I'll use the bread, and for my entree, I'll use the cheese from the sandwich.
Basically, the only stuff that creates heat is gonna be this guy here, the iron and the toaster. Will the shrimp fit in the toaster? Oh my God, like a glove.
I'm gonna cut these up into these super nice, thin, even shards.
You're drying out the jerky.
Almost like a crispy prosciutto, you could think of it like that. Because for my entree, I'm making a ramen risotto.
Say what?
This is not going well.
Max, I got an idea. I will give you a semi-good knife if you'll give me 1 egg to use for my appetizer. I need a binder.
No.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I really
He was
thought-
so confident.
I'm running this to the oven.
Wow, all right, this is actually going way worse than I thought it would.
For my bread, I'm gonna slice off the crust. What I'm gonna make for my appetizer is basically a chicken nugget with some other different types of meat in there. And in chicken nuggets, the way to make them juicy is to
Have a
take
nice
bread
strip, almost like it's bacon,
and soak it in milk.
and we're going to wrap
I don't have milk,
a little piece like this.
but I do have chicken noodle soup. So I will soak the bread in the chicken noodle soup to make those nuggets nice and moist. Just moisture is all we need, and it's gonna have a nice chicken flavor. Max, my offer is expiring in 10 seconds.
So I need Funyuns, skewers,
No.
knife.
No,
All right, take out the Funyuns, add the skewers.
fine.
Done. All right, you can have 1 egg.
Enjoy your knife.
Dude, what kind of
It's made of metal. It's better than what you had. 1 Funyun. I also need to toast off some nuts.
Wait, do you have those skewers?
Oh, I don't know where the skewers are. You didn't say I had to find them for
You said you had to provide them. If I were a skewer, where would I be?
All right, these nuts are also gonna go on the top of my risotto. I'm gonna use the powder off of my
So we're
powdered
gonna get
donuts
a few more nice thin slices
to dust
here.
over my peanuts. This looks crazy, but it's gonna give that kind of sweet kick. All right, this can go in the oven as well. Oh my gosh, my meat's already curling up in here. This looks amazing.
I mean, these are like pretty burnt. Remember that time you made me jerky?
Yes, but these ones aren't burnt. All right, you picked a bad piece.
Time to get my cooking appliances started. Beautiful heat coming off this. That'll be great. Gotta find a way to boil water with this somehow. Okay, skewers have been located. No thanks to Nick, thank you. So what we're gonna do is try to get Wagyu connected to my shrimp.
1 taquito, 1 buffalo cheese roll,
Almost like a bacon wrapped situation.
1 spicy chicken sandwich. Oh, this is like a McRib. I'm basically taking all the meat that I have, using chicken as my base, and I'm going to make some chicken nuggets. Use Funyuns on the outside for the crust, and then I'm splitting open the things like my taquito to get the other meat. See, there's more chicken inside there. Real chicken inside here. You don't understand, that's real chicken.
So to go with my Wagyu wrapped shrimp, we are also gonna dive into this pink pineapple. We're almost like a grilled pineapple situation. Should we say toasted pineapple situation? We're gonna cut into our pineapple. It's perfect medium rare.
I was given all these tools, so I'm gonna use them.
I'm gonna season it with salt.
Luckily, I got the egg from my bargaining with Max, so in I'll go with some ribs.
Now it's time to start grilling.
Chicken burger,
We have our beautiful Wagyu coated shrimp.
buffalo chicken taquito meat,
We're gonna put this in
my precious, precious egg,
with our pineapple.
my chicken noodle soup soaked bread.
Okay, it's definitely cooking. Hope it's not burning. You hear that sizzle?
I don't have any seasonings. I only want to use what I have in front of me. If you look at the ingredients on a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos, there's onion powder, there's milk powder, there's garlic powder, a little bit of MSG, red and green bell peppers. Oh my gosh, Max, this smells so good. It looks like ground chicken, but smell, just smell in there. It smells amazing.
Supposed to be chicken. Let's check on our shrimp. I'm gonna let this go a little longer. It's going great though. Time to move on to the main dish. We're gonna be making a pasta, and we have to find a way to use this as our cooking surface. I know that Guga's had success with it in the past.
Wow.
What?
I need to find a way to position this so that it can actually be a cooktop. A couple upside down bowls.
It smells so bad over here.
What? We're at 30 minutes? Oh, mama. That's not good. Okay, Nick, I have a huge favor. I need to find a way to dispatch this lobster humanely.
Dispatch the lobster.
Can you kill the lobster? Thank you, sir. Are you familiar with these things?
You don't know how to use an iron?
I don't know how to turn it on. Dude, what are you doing over there, Nick?
Chicken nuggets. I have a very delicate chicken nugget filling here that I'm trying to shape perfectly.
How did Guga do this that one time?
Max, I think time-wise, you're actually not gonna finish.
How am I gonna cook a lobster with a clothing iron?
Cook the meat directly on the metal.
He's got a point.
You're a goddamn genius.
You know what's funny is I have boiling water on tap right behind you. I need about 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons of butter in exchange for you can use the boiling water tap.
You can take all the butter you need.
I would cook the lobster meat on the iron and I would use my boiling water to cook the pasta.
This is not going well.
And then they come with all sorts of dipping sauces because I got mayonnaise, barbecue sauce, ketchup, relish.
Oh, that's the setting? Oh, see, we are
This is
officially
incredible.
good to go here.
Into the freezer we go. Max, look at my nuggies.
I don't even want to look. Okay, we need some lobster meat ASAP. We're gonna go for just the tail. All right, we're gonna remove the lobster meat.
Only 2 minutes.
Left.
no.
I can't even get the lobster meat out of the tail. All right, at least we're grilling. Oh my God, it just moved. It's moving.
You know that's not plugged in.
Oh shit. We're officially in crisis mode. We are not plugged in, but we need that to be plugged in. That beautiful lobster. Oh yeah, beautiful. All right, we'll let that sear. Now I'm gonna take Nick up on his offer for the boiling water.
For my creamy shrimp ramen risotto, I need the shrimp ramen. I have this 1 piece of cheese from the chicken sandwich. I have some Swiss cheese from the Lunchable.
This is the biggest pasta the world's ever seen.
I have this butter that I took from Max.
I know the Italians say you shouldn't do this, but I got no choice.
And that I do not forgive.
I hope that's actually boiling water.
This cheese needs to be as light and delicate as possible because
Oh my God, the cheese wheel.
I need it to melt really well into the risotto
about
at the end.
We're gonna add some salt to our pasta water. Pretty good color on our lobster, not gonna lie. Oh, the guanciale too. We'll dice some of this up. Oh yeah, beautiful.
I need to make my chicken nugget dredge. And then in the meantime, a few regular Doritos,
I'm gonna throw this in with our lobster.
a few Cool Ranch
See if
Doritos,
we can add this to our pasta later.
Funyuns, Fritos, corn.
My God, it's corn.
Time to see if we can crack into our cheese wheel. This will be for our final presentation. That was some good cheese. Problem is, your water was never boiling, so this is my pasta.
It was, because look, I just took some and it's boiling.
See how it's erect currently?
I have boiling water on tap right behind you.
This is not working, so I need to switch out for a mortar and pestle.
What would it take for me to just put my pasta in your water for like
Not gonna happen.
literally 2 minutes?
Not gonna happen.
All right, well, we're gonna have to do it the hard way.
What's the hard way?
The hard way is we're gonna have to cook it on top of the clothing iron.
You're desperate.
Look at me right now, okay?
I might have one more deal for you.
If I can boil my pasta in your water, I'll do anything.
Name anything. Name it. Name it.
Stop saying boil your pasta in my water.
Can I use your stovetop?
Yeah.
Wow.
Need 2 eggs. If you're not gonna finish, I'd rather you make a dish. There's my dredge, I gotta check my nuggies.
We officially have our pasta cooking. Let's see how this actually came out, because this is like make or break time.
This is where the rest of my cheese is, in these cheese and cheddar sandwich crackers. But just a little bit of that will almost act like Velveeta, I think. That's gonna give me this triple blend of cheeses. This is for my special sauce. Let me just make that really fast right now, because then the chicken nuggets are basically done. Chopped onions, a touch of relish,
Okay.
then
It's not pretty at all, but
a little
we have to
mustard.
just go with it.
all of my ketchup, about half of the barbecue sauce, and then all of the mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is a really good base for a special sauce like this.
Okay,
And
starting to cook.
I've got this kosher pickle, and is going to be a perfect special sauce with really no compromise.
We have our beautiful caviar.
This is almost exactly how I'd make it if I was making one for real. As we all know, I'm taking my 2 eggs that I've earned honestly and fairly.
Yeah.
1 egg in the bowl, 2 eggs in the bowl.
It's boiling over. It's probably done too. Hot.
Ramen time. Now, I actually want to plate my finished dish.
Dude, this is working incredibly well. It's kind of
I'm
surprising.
encouraging you to think outside the box. Ramen in.
All right, that should be good. Ooh, oh my God, my freaking pineapple's destroyed.
That's disgusting.
This is
Whatever it is about this, taste it. It's the Max Jerky. It's like caramelized.
really good.
Yeah, it is.
Nice little kick to
I'm
it.
leaving it like this on purpose, okay?
That is my sauce.
You saw what I was working with.
Toddler's cooking show or something. Okay, a little bit of squid ink on my pasta.
In the egg, then into the breading. Normally I would dredge them first in flour, then in egg, then in breadcrumbs. I don't have flour. I'm working with what I got.
So I wanted to make a seafood pasta. I'm gonna chop up the lobster that we cooked on the clothing iron.
Come on, nuggies. Come on.
8 minutes left.
8 minutes. Okay, we're gonna add our beautiful lobster.
They smell so good with the breading. Smell that. Be honest.
They smell like Doritos.
This is awesome. Let's go.
I'm gonna toss my pasta in this beautiful squid ink.
Squidding pasta all over my floor. Baste them a little bit.
Just tossing the pasta.
Oh my God.
All right, we're just gonna plate it. So I'm gonna gently lay down my pasta.
Max, you stole my plate. You took one of my plates.
I know.
Getting these noodles extremely hot so that I can then add this cheese.
Do you have a cheese grater? Actually, I'm not even allowed to use a cheese grater, am I?
And then I'm gonna use some of the sauce from this Campbell's Chunky Sirloin Burger and Country Vegetable Soup. Just a little bit for flavor.
this cheese off.
Yeah, nice. Oh, that looks so good.
2 minutes.
Oh, mama. Maybe just a very premium ingredient can cover up the abomination that happened today. Where's the salt?
3, 2, 1, time!
That looks so good, Nick.
I feel good about this. I
Well,
really
you're
do.
gonna compliment mine?
I have a positive.
Actually positive.
It is. I don't have to eat it. For my appetizer, I've made a potato chip breaded chicken nuggets with some classic special sauce on the side. And for my entree, I've made a shrimp ramen risotto, which has been topped off with some Max Jerky crisps, as well as some toasted peanuts. Delicious.
And for my appetizer, we have a beautiful tiger prawn wrapped in Wagyu A5, topped with a toasted pink pineapple and caviar. What do I even say about this? And for my entree, we have a squid ink lobster pasta topped with the most fresh cheese and a beautiful tomato sauce.
You cooked like you were blind.
I couldn't get anything to cook. While it may not look pretty, there's only one way to find out how it tastes.
All right, guys. Appetizer, chicken nugget situation, and lots of caviar. Listen to that crunch. It's not bad.
Really?
Ooh, the crunch? Tastes like fried artichoke hearts. Really? Yeah. That's all it's missing for me is like the bite, because there's no real chicken meat.
Creativity, that's pretty good. 7.5 out of 10.
I'll take that.
Let's move on to Max's. Get a little bit of the Wagyu.
Caviar, pineapple, yum.
It's amazing.
No way.
I'm serious.
Is that a skewer? Max, hold on.
Shush.
Did you leave 2 wooden skewers in there? Seriously?
That was fantastic.
I see where you're going with the little Wagyu wrap. The pineapple charred a little burnt. An 8.2.
We might have a chance here. And time for the main course.
Max.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay,
Just go.
Could you see when you were making this? Would you like me to make you a bite?
sure.
Would you like me to feed you? There you go.
Wow. You get that cheesy sauce. Noodles are perfect. You get the peanuts, a 9.5 out of 10.
That's really high.
That's probably the highest score I've ever received on a noodle dish.
What are the black blobs?
the freshest lobster this side of the Mississippi.
Pasta's really undercooked. It's raw.
The lobster is really nicely cooked. You get a little bit of a sear taste. Tomato sauce, also great. The pasta is a little too rare.
Yeah.
2.5 out of 10.
Sophia.
I mean, you really tried. You really tried. And congratulations, Nick. This is for you.
I won!
Well, there it is, guys. Congratulations to Nick. I'll get you next time, and we'll see you guys on the next one.